Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol APHA. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. You are not blind or anything like that. Yes, that candle is still moving. The market's got a few more minutes before it closes. But as far as what I'm going to talk about, unless there's some sort of crazy movement that happens, which would be cool to capture on video, what I'm going to talk about, I feel comfortable getting the video rolling right now. So let's first start with areas of resistance. And the major area of resistance going into next week is all just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. And earlier on, this pink line here, which is on my chart denoting the very famous 200 period moving average, you can see several times has indeed acted as support. However, with the gap down this morning, the price actually opened up down below it, and according to the rule, that's when you would expect it to now act as resistance, and that's exactly what happened right there. Price tried to get above it and got above it very temporarily before the price just flushed to the downside. So point here being that the overarching level of resistance going into next week is going to be that 200 period moving average, right now valued at $9.87. However, remember that is a moving average, meaning that value is going to move and change as next week plays out. But the core point here being that is going to be the general area of support next week. What about the general area of resistance? What about levels of support? Well, as of right now, there's kind of two main ones that stand out, and one is definitely a must-hold level, and I'll get to that in a second. But the first one is just simply where the bleeding finally stopped today. Nothing complicated behind it at all. And the bleeding stopped right at 945. So 945 will be that initial area of support. In the event the price cannot hold above that, then that is where I bring in the must-hold level. And that is right here at $9.35. Why is $9.35 important? By no means am I saying this is what's going to occur. I'm just trying to kind of justify my thoughts so nobody's saying, oh, he's being so dramatic. But if $9.35 were to break below there and then just continue to separate to the downside, what would that be doing to the price at that point in time? That would literally be putting the price back to areas it has not seen for literally a couple weeks. And not to insult your intelligence, but price movements that go back to where they were from several weeks ago, not exactly a sign of true power or strength or anything like that. But so far, so good. The price is holding up above that 945 mark. So we'll see if that can continue or not in the next week. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.